What if aliens weren't invaders? What if they were spiritual guides instead? This is the story of the Aetherius Society, where yoga meets cosmic consciousness and divine missions are launched from Earth to heal the Mother Goddess. In post-World War II Britain, interest in religion surged, but for many, traditional answers fell short. George King was one of those, a former Quaker and yoga practitioner who worked in the London Fire Service during the Blitz. He began searching for deeper truths than those offered by contemporary religions of his time. He claimed to meditate for 8 to 10 hours a day and quickly developed advanced psychic abilities when, in May 1954, a message interrupted his quiet routine. Prepare yourself. You are to become the voice of interplanetary parliament. That voice, he said, was Master Aetherius, an enlightened being from Venus. Soon after, an Indian yogi appeared to him in the physical world and trained King in higher spiritual practices. With this preparation, King became what he called the primary terrestrial mental channel for transmissions from cosmic intelligences. It is important to note that George King's claim to be the primary terrestrial mental channel and the rest of his knowledge about the cosmic masters is based solely on his experiences within a yogic trance as a medium for the masters. That trance is evidenced almost entirely by subjective measures of the changes King's voice would undergo while acting as a medium. King's teachings cover many topics, but the most important are that Earth is only one part of a vast spiritual network of planets, that these other planets, like Mars and Saturn, host civilizations so advanced that they vibrate at higher frequencies, ones undetectable by human instruments. These beings, the cosmic masters, include familiar spiritual names like Jesus, Buddha, and Lao Tzu, and they're reframed in King's theology as interplanetary avatars who have visited Earth to guide humanity in various forms. King also teaches that the cosmos is neither cold nor indifferent. It is spiritually alive. Earth itself is viewed as a divine entity, the Mother Earth, a living goddess who has long sacrificed for us. To followers of the Aetherius Society, humanity's purpose is to grow spiritually and repay this cosmic debt through selfless service, the central moral teaching of the society. The society's motto is "Service is the jewel in the rock of attainment." And the society teaches that enlightenment is achieved through service and in reflection of service. The real defining trait of the society's service are its global operations. These are instances where through a series of spiritual operations, members channel energy for global healing networks. These operations include Operation Prayer Power, which invokes spiritual energy through mantras and prayer and stores it in batteries to be released during crises like earthquakes or wars. Operation Sunbeam, which transmits healing energy back to the Earth herself. The Saturn mission, which calls upon the highest spiritual power from Saturn to promote peace and planetary balance. And Operations Space Power 1 and 2. The first, which includes the transmission of spiritual energy from extraterrestrial spacecraft called spiritual energy radiators down to Earth during sacred periods called spiritual pushes. And Space Power 2, a special mission where the society is able to request energy in response to crises and disasters. Now, all of these are supported by sacred rituals and chants. However, the most important elements are the radionic devices designed by George King, of which the spiritual energy radiator and the spiritual prayer batteries used in Operation Prayer Power are 2 instances. While George King's radionic machines are central to the society's rituals, their technological efficacy has not been proven by outside sources, and this could represent a sticking point among prospective believers who desire to know more about the inner workings of society rituals and the cosmic masters. The Society also operates off the back of its sacred texts, of which there are 3. The 9 Freedoms functions as a spiritual guide to believers. The 12 Blessings is a list of practices and rituals to richen the lives of believers. And the Cosmic Voice, a collection of recordings of transmissions from higher beings as interpreted by George King. The Society is structured like something akin to a modern religious order mixed with a Fortune 500 company, complete with bishops, priests, administration wings, engineers, and volunteers. Management of the Society is divided by 3 major organizations. The international directors are responsible for administration and finance. The senior engineering officers are in charge of operations. And the ecclesiastical synod is in charge of ecclesiastical functions of the Society and its bishops and priests. Members are able to rise through the ranks all the way from Friend of the Society, which is a non-initiated member, to full member status, to member leaders, close workers, or even officers. And each of these ranks is marked by colored robes and different types and levels of spiritual service. However, the path, no matter what it looks like, emphasizes humility, dedication, and action. To its followers, the Aetherius Society is not just a belief, it is a mission, a path where spirituality, science, and service converge. God is all, God is within us, and God listens when we serve. Whether you see them as visionaries or something more, the Aetherius Society reminds us that our world may be more connected to each other and the cosmos than we've ever imagined.